Nothing is going to change unless you put your feet to the ground and say, I'm digging my heels in. I know it's going to be hard. I know I'm going to have pushback. I know it's going to be requiring me to put time into it. When all my friends are out there running around and clubbing and doing this and chasing tail and doing this and doing that and drinking and having fun on the weekends, I'm going to be in these charts studying. I'm going to be living my life differently. But they're still going to be out there trying to chase tail, broke as fuck, driving a beater fucking car, and ain't doing shit in their life. And you'll be able to pull down annual fucking salaries on a week. You can't even imagine where you're going to be. You can't even imagine it. Whatever you think is your level of success, it's not big enough. It's not big enough. You have no idea when you strip all these limitations that you put on yourself. You shackle yourself with your own mindset. You do it. This is all I can see myself doing right now. When you start making $100,000 a year, you start thinking to yourself, well, shit, that wasn't all that hard. I thought it was really hard. Well, now I'm going to aim for $500,000. And the attempts that you do that, you get there in less than half the time. And you start thinking, well, shit, they say the first $1 million is the hardest one. I'm about there. Boom, in a couple more months, and then you're there. Then you look back and say, $1 million isn't all that much money. And yeah, it took some effort, but it didn't take as much effort as I thought it was going to take. And then you start making $5 million, $10 million. 15 million, 50 million. And I know I'm talking in numbers none of you can fucking comprehend, but it is what it is, folks. It's just math. It's just math. You're compounding the efforts of what you're able to do on the smallest form. In that little cookie cutter mold that I'm going to find 5 handles in the S&P to begin with. And I'm going to let it grow till I can start doing 8 and then 10, or start with 20 in NASDAQ and work towards 30 and 40 to 50. You only got to do them a few times a week, folks. And as your equity increases, you can afford to do more contracts. That compounds, and you keep adding it more and more and more. But the level of risk is always the same. Whatever you associate in terms of your risk, I'm not going to risk more than 1%. But I can't get rich trading with 1%. Bullshit. You can get rich trading with 0.25%. You have to submit the time. None of you want to do that part, but that's the part you have to submit to. That's the first thing I submitted to when I first started trading. I had a 20-year plan. Imagine me writing a book, How to Be Successful and Retire 20 Years as a Trader. Nobody's buying that book. Now, in the 80s and the 90s, that would have been a great title because everything was around what? And for you younger folks, you ain't going to know this, but it was all mutual fund. It was when mutual funds and fidelity. Everybody was trying to get people to invest in these mutual funds. And they were projecting, this is what you should do. Average is 12% return on stocks over the course of the years. You put this much money in, your money can compound. You'll have $1 million by the time you're whatever. So I was like, well, shit. If I can make 12% in a mutual fund a year, what happens if I start making 12% a month? And then what happens when I start making 12% every 2 weeks? And then what happens if I make 12% a week? And what happens if I can compound my efforts and find trades that yield 12% in the same day? Suddenly, all these big numbers that were fearful for me as even contemplating as realistic ever to reach for, they became reachable. Because I'm not increasing the level of effort in my trades. All I need is the setup. And as the equity increases in the baseline is whatever it is at the time, it's 100,000, 250,000, 500,000, $1 million account. Whatever that is, the risk percentage is never increasing. So whatever you've adopted as your model is, this is what I'm going to risk. It's going to be 1% or less. It's going to be 0.5%. It's going to be 0.25%. You're trying to tell me you're not satisfied risking 1/4% of $1 million if you have that in your trading. Okay, it's real money, not funded bullshit. It's real money, and you're able to take down a setup that yields 5 to 8 to 10 times what you're risking. Really? You don't think that that's a good living? 50 fucking grand a week? You can't get rich? Oh yeah, you're fucking great. That's rich. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You failed math. But you have to give yourself time.
Alrighty, good morning, boys and girls. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing? Aw, did I miss you, boys and girls? What's up, everybody? Say what's up in the chat, like the stream. You guys know the drill. What's up? Oh, who got in here? Good morning, MJ, Avneet, Al, TZ Investors. What's up, Steven? Ali, Nika, Milton, Flav's Top. Flav's Top. Wow. That sounds provocative. What's up, Trade, Jorno, Billy, Raymond, Big Head Reef, K-Van Chan, Sashin, PJW Money Glitch, Melda. Good morning, good morning. What's up, Mayhem? What's up, Alex? Good morning, Soné. Good morning, Payush. How we doing, guys? Happy Tuesday. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up, Diego? Bjorn, Lawrence. Yeah, I played a little hooky yesterday. I woke up, I looked at the chart, and I said, you know what? On second thought, let me actually not trade today. So, apologies about that, boys and girls, if you were sitting here waiting yesterday morning. But I'm glad you're here today. All right, guys, let's dive into the charts. Market is just opening up right now. We obviously do not have any news today. We have FOMC meeting minutes tomorrow. So looking at the poll in the chat, the bias for today, 50% bullish. Quite a few votes for choppy, slow price action as well, but we'll see where we're at. Looking at the 4-hour time frame here, NASDAQ and ES, most recently we've traded down. This is yesterday, obviously. Oops. Into the 4-hour imbalance down in here on the NASDAQ. However, on ES, we're trading up into a bearish imbalance. So this is something that I thought was worth just kind of pointing out to you guys. Looking here at the sessions from overnight, London highs are intact. London lows have been rated. Asia lows are still intact as well. But we'll see if London high maybe wants to have price trade through the London high, yesterday's AM session highs. These are kind of my short-term buy side targets here, and then maybe look to sell off after the fact. I wouldn't mind seeing a Judah swing lower here though, and then maybe look to target this. Is kind of my initial short-term look at the market here, and what I wouldn't mind seeing play out, to be honest. But it's pretty choppy, obviously. Just looking at the range that we're in, we're pretty range bound at the moment. So we'll wait for market to kind of find some volatility here. Sorry, I didn't know I had all this on every single one of my time frames. Let's go here. But otherwise, yeah, most of the chat is still bullish today. So do with that information what you will, I guess. What's up, taking in? If we don't sell off right now, then the trade wars make no impact on market anymore. If we don't sell off right now, then the trade wars make no impact on the market anymore. Yeah, there was I seen yesterday there was some announcements with tariffs, right? So yesterday we had some tariff announcements, I believe, or unless that was Sunday. I might have my days mixed up here, but yeah, yesterday we didn't move a whole heck of a lot. I ended up not even looking at the charts until later in the day, and I was pretty content with my decision to not do anything yesterday. But if you guys traded yesterday, let me know how you guys did. How'd you guys do yesterday that traded? According to some of my TikTok comments, they said that it wasn't the best, but looking through the Discord, I couldn't tell how you guys were doing yesterday, but it didn't sound like it was amazing. I'll put it that way. Today as well, 2 wins. I trade and I stop. That is usually how it works. Green Day yesterday. Horrible PA yesterday. 4K. All right, so kind of a mixed bag. Overtraded. Blew your account. Oh, no, Allie. Past 5 take profit accounts. Nice. I took a short with a 1.5R. Blue account was 25% drawdown. Blew it. Yeah. See, this is isn't interesting. Just reading through, it's just like, yep. Some people are like, oh, it was amazing. Other people are like, I blew my shit up. Oh, we're back, boys and girls. We are back. Caught on his pre-market short, locked my account straight away. Nice. This week, everyday green. This week just started. Or are you trying to speak that into existence? Either way, I guess. I'm gonna go ahead and just mark out a couple things here. I'm gonna mark out the Asia low. Hang on here. Here we go. Mark out Asia low. We'll see if price wants to get there, or if we just want to maybe take out this pre-market low. Remember, London highs are still intact, right? So on both ES and NQ. London. So this would be nice, actually, if this would maybe be our Judah swing here. Looking for SMT. There is none at this low at the moment. We'll see what we get. Only 5 minutes into the open here, so. But yeah, man, these this week especially is definitely a week for me where I'm gonna be probably just looking to. You guys probably aren't gonna see me look to go for any huge risk reward trades or higher targets. More of probably gonna be a lot more just whatever the lowest hanging fruit target is. I'll probably take that, or maybe just go for like static risk rewards this week. Is going to be more so my plan, so I'm going to try to do at least. Miss you, what's up, MT? I'm good. How are you? I am good. I am good. Oh, man. Do we just turtle soup this right out of the gate? What do we think? No. Turn that down a little bit. I'm not in this yet, guys. I was just framing this up to see what it looked like. Don't get too horny. You know what I mean? What's up, J-Mark? I'm waiting to see if this pre-market low is going to hold. We did get a 5-minute close. That's why I'm waiting below it on both ES and NQ. But I'm waiting to see if this pre-market low is going to yield a reversal or not. Took out both of these lows here. Oops. I think if we can, I might be willing to give this a try if we can get, see if we can get a change in the state back above here. Don't jump the gun. I'll try not to jump the gun. Price is looking pretty gay today, huh? Yeah, on your notes this week in capitals, no partials. Yeah, it'll be good though. It'll be good. Not in this yet, guys. Waiting to see an actual I was waiting to see an actual change in the stay here above this down close candle here that manipulated the low. Just don't want to jump in here and then we just keep flushing lower. But you guys can kind of see the logic here. Pre-market low swept. See if we get this reversal back towards London highs. There is no SMT really. Well, there actually is SMT on the. I think there. No, never mind. NQ took it out. I thought this last little manipulation down created an SMT, but it actually got rid of the SMT. Is search and destroy APA? I mean, sometimes. I don't know. I think the door swings both ways on that one. Hourly SMT. Let me check. Hourly SMT. Hourly SMT. I'm looking for it. I don't see the hourly SMT. Am I missing something here, chat? Oh, I'm on the 4 hour. Whoops. Hourly SM Tizzle. I mean, are you talking at the highs? I don't really see anything that really is like obvious anyway. All right, guys. Yeah, so good decision to wait on this one. So avoided an L jumping in that. Seeing if this might just continue flushing towards the Asia low here. Uh, 10 minutes into the open only as well. I still like this though if we can get price again to kind of set this up. Which maybe we'll be here in a little bit. What's up, Mohammed? Oh, you're seeing things? Oh, okay. I was gonna say I didn't see any SMT really. Did not see any SMT. I just want to keep this on here. Dang. I actually like that. I'm gonna give this a go, boys and girls. So I am in this going long towards these London highs. Stop is going to be about 21 points here, 891. Oops. See what we can get. Oh, we did just tap that 5-minute gap. We'll see. Didn't end up giving me the close that I wanted. There's a 1 hour SMT holding from yesterday price action. Oh, I'm not really worried about yesterday's SMTs. We'll see. We're trading into this 5-minute gap up here at the moment, boys and girls. Would like to see it get ran through. Come for these equal, relative equal highs up here, and then see if we can reach for London. All right, we got the close here. Finally, back above this structure. Let it ride. Let it ride. Watch the 931 gap. Tyler with another signature. One minute SMT at the lows. Yeah, I guess we do, huh? New 15-minute candle incoming here in like 45 seconds. Asia lows first. Oh, I'm cooked then if we go to Asia lows first. I'll be cooked. It's giving Biden vibes. Nika wants to see lower as well. Well, we'll see. RIP to me if that's the case. What's up, Jacob? How you doing, man? What do you say to people who think futures are gambling but have never tried learning to trade them? I just agree. I just say yeah, it is gambling, but everything's gambling. You know what else is a gamble? Going and getting student loan debt and trying to I don't know, get a job that is going to pay you not even enough to do anything. I think that's a gamble as well. Driving to work is gambling. Yeah, literally everything's gambling. Look at ES just going here. NQ needs to get its shit together. We're just holding my entry right now. And I need to mark out London high on ES here. I'm just going to mark that. London high ES 289. Yeah, NQ's just stalling right here. New 50-minute candle just opened as well. Yeah, I don't love that ES ran up and took this high, and the NQ is just sitting here. Give it a couple more minutes. Risk is 21 points here. You just got to know when to hold on and when to fold and walk away. That's true. But yeah, no, people that call trading gambling, I mean, okay, don't ever take any risks, I guess. I mean, what do you want, you know? I don't take offense to it anymore though. I don't take offense either when people say like the trade that I'm in right now. A lot of people probably look at that as a gamble, like, oh, you're not trading, you're gambling right now. But it's just something people say. I don't really take offense to it anymore. No risk, no Rari. I'm just in one mini right now. So the risk is now it's like $400. It's not too bad. How long it took you to start making 5K with ICT concepts? What? What an odd question. To make 5K? I mean, what the fuck? What an arbitrary what's so significant about the number 5K? I don't know the answer either. I don't know. I didn't write it down. Today marks the day I made my first 5K. What is NQ doing? Yeah, I don't know. It's just chopping here. It's kind of making me uncomfortable. Macro is just starting. The reason that it's making me uncomfortable is because ES has already traded up to a recent high. So I would hate for this to, like, you know, form a divergence against me and then just run me out. But I'm just letting it sit. Don't wanna cut it too early and then it still holds. So risk has been accepted at this point. But now that the macro has begun, let's see what we get. Well, that's an ugly wick. Oh no. Drake incoming. Am I going to get lucky and get a rejection block hold? Question mark? Please, 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 please. Back in green. Yeah, my stop loss is below 50% of this wick, so looks like I'm looks like I have it for the moment in the perfect spot. This would be, that's 1 to 2 right here. I'm the consideration for moving the TP down a little bit is, I mean, at this point, ES will in all likelihood beat NQ to the London high. But I still would like at least these equal highs here on NQ delivered before taking profit. Still gives a little over 2R. Oh yeah, nice respect here to this rejection block. We'll see if we still get delivered to these highs, but for the moment, stop was in the right spot, I'd say. Right spot for now. I mean, you can target 23K if you want. I'm just looking for, like I said, I'm looking for more of just short, or not short, low-hanging fruit targets this week, especially with all the no news. Like, there's literally like nothing going on. You could say that the markets are, or the economic calendar is drier than when my ex found out I trade ICT concepts. Get it? No, tough crowd. Probably will look to remove risk if we can get to like the 930 opening price as well, by the way. It's been kind of my thought process. We just haven't moved really at all. Too much. Oh, bullish gap left here. SMT at this high here with a woman. Rahul says it's going to go up. All right. I hope you're right, Rahul. Don't jinx me, Rahul. Don't you dare. Well, hey. Don't you guys always love being in trades like this? Holy shit. Look at these candles. But it does look good. The gap is holding here on the 1 minute. Just gotta sit through some chop here. Macro, we're 7 minutes into the macro, 10 a.m. right around the corner. The problem is we're still holding this 5 minute gap up here. That's what we're running into, as you guys can see. Oh wow. Rahul, what the fuck, man? How many rejection blocks can we get to hold here? Oy vey. Oy vey. Lambo Rahul. There you go. like that. Dare I say it's not looking good? However, last time I said that, I left my stop by like a half of a point and then reversed. Might be cooked here. I just got my hand over the flatten all button just in case the okay, nice. All right, stop out there. You know, I kind of thought I was going to be in the clear when we got this gap tap and then had this close. Oh, I thought that looked good, but 5-minute gap still held bearish. The whole time we were forming bearish SMT against me with ES having already traded above the recent high. And then here we had the SMT put in again. We had SMT on both sides, but stopped out on that one. Got a little slipped as well on the stop. Went from a $400 loss to a $500 loss. So that's kind of gay. Asia lows here, 857.5. You can see we're SMTing again. But Asia lows probably are pretty likely at this point, I would think. I would hope, at least. This would be some bullshit to see price, you know, just raid this low again and then reverse and still leave Asia lows intact. Oh, that would just chat my ass. I would chat my bloody ass. That would chat my bloody ass. But yeah, I got, what was my slippage, I guess? Where's my executions, man? I don't know why TradingView is, I feel like TradingView's been glitchy a lot recently. Yeah, look at my stop was here, 891, and I got slipped to 885. Yeah, 6 points. You bastard. Yeah. What do we do here? I'm not going to go short, though, either. I don't want to short from here to Asia low. If I was going to be short, it should have been from up in here. From the 5-minute, and then with this SMT, maybe. Basically, as soon as this gap, even like before it inverse, like this close here, I was like, ugh. So maybe that would have been a short trigger for you, but... she's a little choppy. Either way, I still like the idea of targeting these equal highs. We'll see if Asia low can be delivered first, but... yeah, Rahul. It looks like it wasn't going up. You bastard. I don't know if that's British or Australian, but it's one or the other. We in shorts? I'm not in short. I'm not in anything right now. I went long and got stopped out. Was going for the long after the pre-market lows were taken. Was trying to see a delivery back towards London High, so no cigar for me. But you know, Rahul, as soon as you said it was going up right here, look what happened right afterward, Rahul. Why'd you do that? Why the fuck did you do that to me? I don't know why these are off. Yeah. So that's really the only unfortunate part about this. I stubbornly wanted to hold it. But obviously you guys heard me audibly say out loud, like when this was happening on ES, that I was starting to get a little bit anxious about it. NQ was just chopping here, holding, while ES break even for NQ for me was going to be 930 opening price. ES had already traded above that. Oh well. You were just following your mentor ICT? How you can do that? I'm gonna say this though. If this doesn't go to Asia low and we reverse from here, that's fucking crazy. It would be a 10 a.m. Because we did roll over into 10 a.m. by the way. I guess it would be a 10 a.m. You could call it a power of 3, I suppose. My OCD would prefer the Asia low gets ran. You know what I mean? Curious, for those of you guys that voted, there's like 460 votes in the chat. 57% of them are bullish. Question for those of you guys that voted bullish. Are you still bullish? Feel free to sound off, boys and girls. Yeah, Nika, you were bearish. That is true. You were saying you wanted lower. Oh, sure, Jacob. What a cop-out answer. I'm still bullish if it helps. Do you normally like to use FEGs, OBs, IFEGs? Yes. Fair enough, Lorenzo. Do we get a VWAP open today? Yeah, we did. Kinda. But taking it, I don't look at the VWAP to give me any sort of directional bias. That literally has zero impact on whether or not I was thinking long or short there. Asian starts 8 p.m. New York. That's when the Asian session begins. A lot of LR at the top. Well, that's kind of what I was thinking too. Look at these highs. And the reason for my entry was just based on how price was already behaving and kind of thinking that this could turn into like a seek and destroy type of delivery, if you will. the thought process here was I was just going to get in more of like a turtle soup style entry here after a confirmation, and then was kind of more so hoping for a quick run up. And then we did not get it. We did not get quick movement. We went sideways until macro, and then 10 a.m. Oh well. It's okay to use VWAP, bro. It's not. It's never okay to use VWAP. Using VWAP is a sin, and you're less of a human being if you use it. What is VWAP? Have you ever heard the song WAP by Cardi B? It's that, but with the word very in front. So very WAP. Virgin WAP. There you go. Yes, that also works. This just isn't short bias PA on lower time frames. I feel need some aggression in it. Are you still going to take a trade? Yeah, I mean maybe legacy. We'll see. I mean I want to be long into these highs. Personally, if I was going to be short to Asia, I should have already been in the short. I don't want to short from here to Asia. To me, it's not really as worth it anymore. I would have just as high of a chance, in my opinion, of like getting, you know, if this decided to chop around, you know, getting either one with a terrible risk reward, right? Or just getting, you know, manipulated out, and then price will maybe continue or reverse. So to me, the short really isn't worthwhile anymore from this point. But I would say for those of you guys that were short bias and maybe you went short up in here, my guess is that you might be break even already, but maybe not. I mean, you guys are probably feeling pretty good about getting the rest of the way here. At least I think you should, but you know, you never know until you get there. Like I said, yeah, Asia load delivery should make a lot of sense at this point. But we've seen crazier shit happen. You don't use VWAP, only the most successful trading. Only the most successful trading firm in New York, SMB Capital, trades with VWAP. If you say so. Nika goes for sure long after Asia lows, maybe. Asia low is 857.5, which I will be looking along again after the Asia low sweep. Yeah, price is taking its time. 5 minute looks. So we just got another 5 minute close. We'll see if this OB can hold price. Give it that final push. Because this is just going to get real messy, dude. If not, you know, if we flip this, close back above here, I mean, dude, this just looks, you know, a little challenging. Macros are, well, macro's over. The 10 a.m. macro's over. 9:50 to 10:10, and then 10:50 to 11:10. New York session technically starts at 8:30 New York time. That's when the news embargo or whatever it's called lifts. That's why you see like a lot of like the red folder news events like CPI, NFP, etc. will happen at 8:30. So technically New York session begins at 8:30. The equities open is 9:30, obviously, so that's the difference. New York open is before equities open. You know, it does look a little bit nasty, doesn't it, Matt? I'm good, Flawless Trader. How was your day? I'm good. Why care about Asia lows? Not a swing low. Genuine question. It's a session low, right? So it doesn't necessarily have to be a swing low. You know, it's still a session low. And to say it's not a swing low, I mean, I guess that depends on what time frame you're looking at. If you're looking at it on like the hourly, it doesn't look like a swing low. There is a little hourly imbalance right below it. If you're on the 15, however, it is a swing low. So I just care about the session low. So that's just how I treat liquidity pools: session highs and lows, previous day highs and lows, weekly highs and lows, etc. You know, and I'm not saying that it will hit this low and then it will reverse. I'm saying it could reverse, and if it were to, I would feel confident attempting longs. But obviously see when and if we get there. Otherwise, we got, let's see. We do have previous day low here in the, still in this 4-hour gap. So this is your previous day low here. I'll just mark it out. Oops. But dude, we are fucking not moving right now. Really at all. From market open until now, we've moved only 60, almost 69 points. Let's call it 69. We've moved 69 points since market open. Long trap. So you don't have a model that you follow, strictly just reacting to what price is giving you. I guess so, yeah. If you're asking like a mechanical model, like I always enter this exact way. Yeah, no, I don't do that. I don't do that because you're not going to get the same entry offered to you all the time. Sometimes it's an order block, sometimes it's an inversion fair value gap, sometimes it's a bullish fair value gap, or you know what I mean? So, and you know, I think it would be silly, like if you're confident in a draw on liquidity, you can identify, you know, the power of 3, the manipulation, and the distribution to follow a move. I think it would be pretty silly to say, well, I actually didn't get my I needed to see an inversion down here in order for me to take it, and I didn't get it, so therefore I'm just not going to take the trade. It just doesn't make sense to me. Not saying that that's the right or the wrong way to do it, but you know, I don't think it's a bad thing to use. Like, why would you not want to use all the tools in your tool belt? Breakers, order blocks, inversions, BPRs, bullish fair value gaps, 2022. Like, it really doesn't matter. The entry is not as important to me. I care more about like, where's the draw on liquidity? What are we reaching for? How I enter, I guess, is not as important to me. Because as long as I got the direction right, it doesn't matter how I entered, really. Right? But the only times I want to take losses is if I'm truly wrong, right? Like, so like in this example, we took the pre-market lows, and then we I was expecting to see price go take out these equal highs and maybe London high. So I'm wrong, right? Because if we go to Asia low, I just had the incorrect draw on liquidity there, which is fine, right? What I don't want to have happen, what always sucks, is when you were technically right because, you know, the opposing draw wasn't taken, and then price still plays out towards your draw. You just, you know, you lost even though you had like the right idea or the right direction. if that makes sense. Those are obviously the worst, but you know, when I lose, I want to just be dead wrong on where the draw was. Does that make sense? Rahul, I'm sorry, man. It's all right. It's all right, Rahul.
Boom! 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 Boom!
5 big booms for your lost eval, Rahul. It'll be all right. You're going to tape read the 5-minute bullish CISD if we get it. The wicks are wicking, man. The wicks are wicking. Look at that. You better give us the Asia low at this point, or I'm just going to be livid. There's going to be fucking hell to pay. I don't know who's going to pay it, but somebody is going to have hell to pay if Asia low doesn't get taken at this point. I'll probably take it out on the chat. This is a little snooze fest, though, isn't it? Well, let's talk about the more important matter, I guess, while we wait. How about that Epstein no client list? How are we feeling about that one? Oh, by the way, boys and girls, yeah, we got some giveaways. We got some giveaways coming. I don't want to say not today. You never know. Maybe I will. Giveaways, lots of giveaways planned here very soon. And we got Brett Simba, the CEO of Tradeify, coming on next week, Tuesday, to trade CPI with us. And we'll be doing a bunch of giveaways then as well. Bro, will you just go to Asia Low, please? Holy cow. Let's see how this plays around like 10:30. It's 10:21 right now. It might just be leaving it for right around the 30-minute mark. But talk about taking your sweet time. Look at the previous 15 was just, yeah, jeez. Taking your sweet time. Let's see if this just kind of chills for like the next 5-6 minutes, and then we see at like 10:30, either just before or just after, if it will make that move there. But man, you love to see it. Well, you love to see it. I thought we were all pissed off about the fact that it seems as though they're covering up the Epstein files at this point, right? Like that was the promise that was made to us. They're gonna release all the files, the JFK files, the Epstein files, right? And then you got people like what was it, Dan Bongino and obviously Kash Patel. They were like, if you remember back, 23, 24, that's what they were saying. Like, we got to release the Epstein files, yada yada yada. All of this stuff, and now they're saying like, oh yeah, guys, there's actually no client list at all, and he definitely killed himself. Like, and there's still like a bank account, like some secret bank account apparently, that is still moving millions and millions of dollars. And then you got Elon. You guys got to remember, Elon did say Trump was on the list or in the files or whatever, right? So it's like, it's a little fucky, dude. But moral of the story is nobody fucking believes that there's nothing to be seen here, folks. Stop asking questions. Nothing to see here. I don't think anybody believes that. Unless, like, you know, you're actually a retard, but I mean, yeah, well, see, Lorenzo, let's just do both, all right? Let's send Bitcoin to the moon and let's get the files. You know? What is Bitcoin at right now? 108? 108 and a half. Come on, Asia Low. Do it for me. Little leverage play. Leverage play. What if he is using the list as blackmail to get more of what he wants? Yeah. Okay. I think if you believe that, I don't know if you're just trolling or if you actually do believe that, but that sounds like something Charlie Kirk would say. $5D chess. Don't you dare long Asia Low at this point in the morning. I'm not just gonna long it just to long it. Come on, Asia Low. Last 5 minutes of the 30 minute. There we go. All right, so there's Asia Low. Yeah, so draw was just wrong for me here trying to play this long. It's all good though. Yeah, if you guys caught the shorts from up in here to Asia Low, I guess congrats. Still in a pretty tight range, but yeah, you got 50, 60 points there. We'll see what we get here. Probably going to be waiting until the turn of the 30 at least, but or this will just totally flush to previous day low at 779. Do you have any advice on how to identify? Do you have any advice on the best ways to identify draw on liquidity? Yeah, I mean, I guess the way that I would, obviously you're going to have your obvious liquidity pools, right? So you're going to have your equal highs, equal lows, relative equal highs, relative equal lows. Obviously, from a simple explanation aspect of it, you know, smooth edges like to be made jagged, right? But in reality, it's more of like from the top down, where have we gone? What are we holding, like in terms of order flow? That's kind of what gives you the overall narrative and context. So like kind of part of the context for me as well being bullish for today was the fact that we traded down into this 4-hour bullish gap. And what did we do here? We inversed the bearish gap here. So to me, what price was indicating was that it was more so willing to disrespect bearish PD arrays and respect bullish PD arrays. Obviously, the contradiction with this was the fact that ES was also holding a bearish 4-hour at the same time, right? So, but if you're looking at the NQ chart, this is what I was seeing. So then as I'm scaling down in time frame, I'm seeing, okay, we've got London high intact, hasn't been taken, and we've got clean relative equal lows right at market open. We get a manipulation lower, right? So here's opening bell. We manipulate lower. We take out the pre-market lows here. And to me, I'm thinking after this reaction here, this was when I was like, okay, that was enough confirmation for me to want to try that to these equal highs, but hopefully that makes sense. But that's all things that are like going through my mind as I'm trading. It starts with the heart, like top down analysis, obviously. Where have we gone? What have we taken out? What are we holding? What are we disrespecting on the higher time frames? And then as you're scaling in, right, that's where the precision kind of comes into play. And then you're finding your entry to take you to whatever that draw is that you've identified. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense, but that's the best I got for right now. But yeah. Can I explain how that is Asia low? Sure. Because my indicator told me it was. No, I'm just kidding. Asia low starts, or Asia session starts at 8. 8 to midnight. This is the Asia kill zone, so this is the lowest point that we went during that session. Should we long it if the 1 minute gets inversed? I guess if you want to, that's up to you. So we just started the new 30 minute. I'll tell you what my kind of thought process is here. We got very, very close to the Asia low on ES, so that's what my head's kind of covering up right now. There is still the chance that we see another drive lower and we see Asia low purged on ES as well. So for that reason, I probably won't play this inversion. However, if we were to displace up, we'll have a bullish breaker here. And then maybe if there was a bullish fair value gap in here, so turn this into a unicorn potentially type of a setup, and then look to play something in here would be kind of what I would be leaning towards. Just so I don't enter here off the inversion and then all of a sudden I get ran out because Asia low wants to get taken on ES as well. But yeah, as of right now, there's your inversion finally on that candle. So that's kind of a shitty fucking inversion if you're entering off of that close. I guess see a PJW. I'm just gonna put a buy limit set here for now. I may modify this, may change it. Alrighty. Hold your tits, NASDAQ. Hold your tits. Hold your tatas. I hope it's just not an completely unforgiving move. Meaning like we just go straight up. Simple manipulation. It's going to drop like a stone. Taken in, you were saying don't long the Asia low. If somebody would have longed the Asia low, look at this shit. 8 points of drawdown, currently up like 50 points. That would have been a fantastic signal taken in. Nika longed it. Of course you did. Of course you did, Nika. Of course. I might have to institutional order flow entry drill this ass. I'm trying not to chase it too much, though. I mean, if it runs, I guess, but shit. Right now, the trade idea for me would be something like this. Humana. I mean, look at this fucking 5-minute candle. Holy shit. Would I enter on the... No, market maker manipulation is a thing. Overarching algo is not. Market maker manipulation is a thing. So, yeah, that's interesting. You're looking at this move up as manipulation. I'm looking at this move to Asia low as the manipulation. Is what it sounds like. Would you enter off the... Would I enter off the 0.5 of that move? Oh, you're saying just measure up the 50%? Maybe, yeah. You could wait. If you get that entry, you could give that a try. My stop is below that. Basically, what I'm trying to do here now is... So look at if this is... This could be how this goes. It might just tap into this and just fucking keep flying, honestly. But I like my stop being protected by... Obviously, one, this gap, this breaker. I mean, this is all just one giant ass inefficiency here. But basically, yeah, I wanted my stop to be below this breaker. But yeah, this will be a fucking disappointment. So yeah, I just don't want to chase it too much. You know, I'm not demanding that we like get all the way back down in here for me to get picked up, but it's a little bit of a balancing act. But we are moving, dude. This is crazy. Kind of a bummer, dude. If I don't get picked up on this. Why do you guys keep asking what time Asia starts? I feel like I've got that question like 6 times already this morning, and I've answered it every time. But it starts at 8. 8 p.m. 8 p.m. New York. Holy cow. Why are you bearish? Oh, I'm not bearish. I've been bullish all day. Bastards. Higher time frame looks bearish. How so? Yeah, it looks like it's going to go without me. I think institutional order flow entry drill into this gap. Could have done that. I just didn't want to, you know, my stop would have been like this. If I'd have entered here, yeah, dude, I kind of would have had to put my stop up here above this breaker, which I would have been a little uncomfortable about, but hindsight's always 20/20, I guess. Damn. We'll leave the limit on, I guess. To me, this is a fair play to get maybe picked up on until these equal highs get ran, and at that point, the trade's gone. I missed it. So yeah, man. I guess everything that we were chatting about, you're kind of seeing it all come to fruition here. As to like, I mean, I feel like I explained it pretty decent, like why I was looking at these highs and London high potentially as our draw. But I was wrong in the sense of that, like we went to Asia low first, right? Which I was still bullish after Asia low, but so far this move's been pretty unforgiving with meaning like if you kind of didn't just hop in, you're getting maybe just left behind now. Yeah, this 5 minute is something. You know, now you got a 5 minute breaker here. So I forget who asked the question, would you long the inversion here? It's turning out to be that if you did long this inversion, you're golden. If you didn't long it, you're sitting here like me right now, like a little upset that I am not in this. I bet Indians can't be bullish. Peace out, Lorenzo. Who's in longs? I mean, we've been talking about this long all fucking morning, but who's in longs right now and where'd you get your entry? Give me a price point and give me the entry criteria, I guess. Let's see where everybody's at. Like, don't just say the price and not say why. Be like, you could say you entered off of a turtle soup. Like maybe you just literally YOLO'd into the longs here at the Asia low being taken. You could say inversion. You could say, honestly, inversion's probably about the only thing you can say, to be honest. to be honest, inversion, like maybe this breaker, because we did close above the breaker here, and then you see on the 10:32 a.m. candle, you do see price dig into that and then find support. So you could actually use this breaker as well, I suppose. And yes, if you did chase, say that as well. We're all about honesty in this chat. What's up, Katru? What's up? 861.5, you know why. 861.5, you know why. Well, turtle soup, I'm assuming, is the what you're getting at with that. You know, if I would have turtle souped this, my entry would have been the close of this candle, 1027. My logic with that is just the last down close candle here that took out the low. Once we get a close back above that, expecting that to hold as an order block. So that would, my entry here would have been what? Oh fuck, wrong one. 866. So yeah, Nika, maybe you just, it sounds like you got in just after this candle closed back in the range here, right? Would be my guess. Buy limit is still set, by the way, boys and girls. My buy limit is set at 902 3/4. So we'll see if we can get picked up on it. You could be even a little more picky and try to get this breaker to be traded back to again. If you're measuring this out, it's 50%, which is definitely nice. You know, I do like that. Something about that would be awfully satisfying. At this point. Anyway, yeah, let me see these other ones. 885. So are these entries like that one? I mean, you're just kind of just hopping in, right? Thanks, Katru. Appreciate it, man. Not sure why your messages are getting deleted. Oh. All caps. Yeah, you can't do all caps, Katru. Maybe I'll turn that off. That is getting annoying that it's removing people's messages all the time. All you guys got to do, though, is turn caps lock off. I can read your messages if they're not, you know, all uppercase. Just in case you were wondering. I am able to still see your messages even when they're lowercase. Oh. Here we go, boys. Sell stop. Yep, triggered in on this. Let's ride the lightning. Got picked up right at 50% at the breaker. Stop is 865. You don't like it anymore. Why not? Why not, man? Let's just do a perfect 1 to 2. Perfect 1 to 2 gets us above the relative equal highs here. If you want to go for London, you get a like 12, 14 extra points. Up to you. This top fans. Yeah, I don't know how to turn. I don't think you can turn that off. I tried actually to turn it off. Maybe I didn't look hard enough, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the top fans thing. It's all right. I don't hate it, but I'm not like in love with it either. But yeah, I don't know how to turn it off. Yeah, let me try this actually. But what's going on, guys? Like the stream if you're having fun hanging out at least. We are in the longs here. Or I'm in the longs, I should say, from 896. Oh, come on. It's totally unnecessary. Listen, man. It's just trying to tell me who's a real one and who's a hater. Yeah, what the fuck? I can't turn it off. It's literally not an option. Unless it's the react. Can I? No, I don't want to turn that off. Yeah, it's literally like not an option. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Is this Thanks, Great Trades. Is this a thing on other people's chats? For those of you guys that are bopping around different live streamers, is this a thing on everyone else's, or am I like special for some reason? What's up, Monkeef? Macro incoming in a minute, guys. Yep, on all of them? Okay, yeah. Republican privilege. Longs look good right now? I think so. I think so. My stop, by the way, boys, the logic behind the stop here is below the breaker, obviously below OTE fib levels, and I put it just at the low end of this inversion. So obviously we'd like to see this inversion hold if we're going to get down here for a retest, but my guess would be if price does revisit like where my stop is, the odds would be pretty high that we would see a new low and potentially previous day low at 779. Macro is upon us as well. Tariffs will start being paid on August 1st. Yeah, I did see that. There was no change this day. There will be, yeah. I did see that, yeah. You guys remember last time tariffs were, well, April, obviously, and we just fucking tanked. Market fell out of the sky. I wonder if that'll happen again. But that was after the tariffs got implemented. So if they're being implemented on August 1st, let's see what happens when August 1st rolls around. Your stop loss is my TP. Congrats, man. Where is your stop loss my TP? If my stop loss is your TP, is your stop loss my TP? Is the question. Let me see. You don't know? Let me check. You wrong side, bro? Maybe I am. No, I'm not going to save the trade. If it stops me out, I'll just be done. I'll be 0-2 on the day. I mean, I think you're grandfathered in, Jose. I think you're grandfathered in. You just can't get new ones. Yeah, there's a stop out. Down 1K. Holy fuck. Holy shit. Well, congrats on your TP, Simba. Nika, what the fuck's happening? Oh, man. Jesus. Just erase the whole fucking move. Holy Christ. Bruh. Well, it's safe to say all those PD rays didn't hold, huh? God damn it. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah. Oops. Oh, that's a bummer. What happened? Yeah, what a bummer. Just watching this now, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if we're gonna keep selling off to previous day low, or if this is just manipulating the low one more time and then we and then this move happens. Oh my god. What a crazy move though. Realistically, if you're bullish, I mean, you don't want to see all this get ran through. You know what I mean? You don't want to see that. You don't want to see that. I'm going to get it. I'm going to watch at least for another like 10-15 minutes probably. I want to see what we do after 11 a.m. But yeah, man. Damn. 2 L's for me going long. Apple bites. But shit. What do you do? Damn you, stupid trader, lost this long trade, dumbass. Fucking so true, dude. That was well said. Beautifully crafted chat. By the way, Asia Low taking on ES finally with that move down. You gay bitch. Yeah, this was a beautifully crafted message. Damn you, stupid trader, lost long trade, dumbass. Oh, well said. Well said. Touche. Touche. Would you say ever since Trump came, market has been harsh? It's just been, I don't know, harsh? I don't know. I guess I don't know what you mean by that. It's had moments of just being tricky, but I don't know if that's Trump's fault or not. There's a lot I play. Like, bro, honestly, I mean, the stubborn side of me wants to be long again here, but you'd be fading this also is a little bit freaky. I probably shouldn't do it. Probably should not do that. But I'm not going to lie, it's going to be a real kick to the schnuts if this just frickin', you know what I mean? It's like getting kicked in the nuts. I don't know. 11 a.m. here in 90 seconds. Yeah. It's tough. Fighting the stubbornness. I just want to fucking long this shit. Yeah, careful. Hey, relax, guys. Don't no need to go on tilt. It's no need to go on tilt. No need to go on tilt. But I'll also say this: if it works out, nothing I say is gonna make you feel better. Also, so this is just trading. Give it a go now, maybe. I do want to. I as soon as we got this close back above here, I just didn't do it because I already said that I wasn't gonna fade this. But now the 15-minute is about to close here in 5 seconds, and you're seeing that it's wicking back up. I don't want a long, and then we close below here, and then sell. But man, that's tough. That's tough. Had that one more manipulation through the lows here for Asia low to be taken on ES. So double-edged sword there. You take away the SMT with the Asia low, but then Asia low's taken on ES, and so. Yeah, but that would be a kick to the nuts, though. Honestly, the just the thought that this target might get delivered to still, and I would have taken 2 losses longing toward it. Yeah, it's tough. It's a little tougher conditions today, I would say, for me. Not for some of you Brainiacs in the chat. We know that some of you guys in the chat. No, there's never a day that's an issue for you. Your eyes feel violated? My butthole feels violated right now. Peace out, Malda. Have a good time at the gym. Thanks, Max. You'll dox me? What does that mean? You'll dox me for what? Yeah, Steven. But, I mean, that's what I thought here, too. Yeah, Margaret really spanked my ass today. Oh my lord. Margaret bent me over and showed me the 50 states. All right, 11 a.m. Hang on, this is a 4-hour. Did we hit the? Oh. Wonder if we can trade down to this hourly wick, which would be. Oops. Was it 10 a.m.? I know I said I know I said that if I took 2 losses I was gonna be done, but I lied. I lied, but I'm gonna see if I can get this entry. I want to see, for me to get triggered in. Obviously, we got a BPR here on the 1 minute, but equilibrium of this last leg up and digging into the 10 a.m. wick is the idea here. Still looking to get towards these equal highs in London high. I just gotta do it. I just gotta do it. This will be my last trade of the morning. Obviously, if it loses, I'll be 0-3. Kind of a tough day. But if it hits, I'll be actually green by a nice little bit. But I'll see if I get picked up or not. At this point, has turned into prime DJ Khaled. Another one. No, yeah, this will be my last trade. I mean, if it loses, I'll be down like $700. Yeah, I'll be down like 1,700. Ouchies. You can really tell that you're a trader by how well you handle it mentally. You can be proud of yourself for not taking a third trade, laughing my fucking ass off. I can't tell if you're shitting on me or giving me a compliment. I think it was a compliment. I can't tell though. 1,700 each account. That is correct. That is correct. That's what I will be down if this trade gets triggered and loses. But fuck. It just would be such a bummer if, you know, I try and long into these equal highs all morning and then like I'm gonna not catch it, you know? It would just fucking, you know what I mean? It would just grind my gear. It would chap my ass, some might say. My ass would be chapped. But it is what it is. Well, see, it all depends on how you look at it, right? Like, let's say worst case scenario, I get picked up, I lose. I'm down $1,700 roughly per account. Yeah, does it suck? It sucks, obviously, but it's not like I'm blowing the account or accounts. It's not like I'm blowing up. It's not like I'm full porting every position. What's up, Ella? I'm doing all right, man. Or not man, but you know what I mean. I'm doing all right. Doing all right. Could be doing better, but I got nothing to be complaining about. You confident it will hit the limit? Not really. No, if it hits it, I'm in. If it doesn't hit it, I'm not in. Same thing I did on the last long here. If it hit my limit, I was going to be in. If not, it was going to go without me. But that's trading. Oh, you're good, Max. You're good. Can you tell us something about Apex? What do you want me to tell you? Something about him, just like anything about him? What's a fun fact about Apex? Fun fact about Apex. Yeah, they're always heavily discounted. 80-90% off almost all the time. They allow you to scale the most with 20 accounts, but also can give people fits when trying to get payouts. So that's kind of the trade-off there. They definitely give the most traders headaches with payouts, from what I can tell. You know, other than like the firms, like the newer firms that come and go. I'm talking like the ones that are established and been around a while. Scale down on your third trade. Every trade that I've taken today has been a one mini trade. So technically, no. I think if this trade gets triggered in, this will actually be probably my biggest trade in terms of my stop. 35 points actually. You know, this would, if anything, because of that, this would be my biggest trade of the day, actually, risk wise. Is your discount code for Tradeify indefinite? Yes, Carlos. Code Tyler. I lost money today trading, so please use my code. Cheaper firms equal more rules, harder to get payouts, don't make sense, kind of discounts generate distrust. Yeah, it's just something that I think, well, put it this way, like, ain't it crazy when you think about it? When you got the intraday trailing drawdown rules, like, bro, who's gonna pay? Who would pay? You know what I mean? Like, you would, at this point, nobody would ever be willing to pay, you know, $100 plus for a fucking Apex account. Even paying the activation fees, like, because I have 4 PAs right now. Even paying like the activations on those, I was just like, ugh. Like, just like something about it, I was just like, you know, because it's the intraday trailing drawdown, but you know, once you get through it, then you can really, once you get above that safety net. But I understand the drawback with it. I understand. But like, if you're buying like evals, or you're obviously now straight to funded has become a very popular thing. I mean, you know what I mean? You're just not going to be willing to pay that for Apex intraday trailing drawdown accounts when you can pay the same for, you know, not having to deal with that. But you can't beat the scalability. So, you know, that's your trade-off. $150K straight to funded by winter. Yeah. Yeah, TVT for 50%. I mentioned it when it dropped on stream with you guys, but it's one use only, but it'll give you 50% whether you're new or returning customer to Tradeify. Why didn't you take it on minis? What do you mean? I thought you getting an account for free. What? No, my Tradeify accounts that I am trading, I paid for these. I paid for that ass. And I'm not getting, yeah, and I didn't get free Apex accounts either. None of these accounts are free. I paid for all of them. My Fund of Futures, Tradeify, Apex, all these Top Step XFAs, I've paid for all of them. How much is 50K activation? What is it right now? Is it 130 or 140? It's something like that. I want to say it's 140 right now taken in. It might be 130 though. I'm just waiting to see if I'm gonna get picked up on this. You know, if price does go higher here, I may look to just remove the buy limit and then just call it a day. You know, if price just starts heading towards this 930 open again and just hop off. It's getting, what is it, 10 or 11, 14? Quarter after 11. Stop, please. Just call it a day. I might be calling it a day here soon. Just relax, man. Close your chart? No. Not yet. It's not time yet, Pluto. Almost. Not quite. It's not time yet. How long are you trading? What do you mean, Max? Are you asking how long I've been trading or how long I'm trading like today? I'm only trading more today. I'm only trading more this morning if this trade gets picked up. If not, I'll hop off and probably also go to the gym. Go on a walk, get some steps in. Come back, PM session, see what we look like. But yeah, I mean, I've been trying to long for this high or these highs all morning. Yeah, FOMC meeting minutes tomorrow. Yes, Alex. I get the Trading View, like the whatever the highest one is, every Black Friday when they do their Black Friday sale. I want to say it's like $200. I might like $200 or $300, whatever it is. You just buy it for the year. Bearish says I'm gonna stop trading till the fall. Listen, I guess you can do that if you want. But, you know, wouldn't you guys say that these conditions could also, you know, learning how to well, I guess taking it off and not trading at all is one way to navigate those, you know, conditions that are less than ideal for anybody. But, I guess that's one approach. So I can't say that with a whole lot of conviction. However, what I will say is, it's still chart time. It's still experience, and you know, it's testing your skills as a trader, testing your ability to manage risk properly, with strain from going on till, all those types of things. That's the silver lining, at least, right? You guys like, I don't give a fuck about no silver lining, Tyler. I just want to make fucking money, dog. Fair enough. Am I on one right now? No. Those are all on Project X. No, I'm trading Tradify accounts right now. Yeah, entry. I'm trying to get into this BPR and also into this 10 a.m. wick for my entry. And we're just hanging out right now. Entry's also in discount of this range. With Replicanto, is there any way to cross trade? Yes, that's kind of what a lot of people use it for. Actinium. Yeah, if you watch my go watch my Replicanto video on YouTube, I actually go over like connecting multiple different firms to Replicanto, and then how to use the copy trader. But yes. What model do I like the most? Probably, I mean, I don't know if I have a favorite, but I would say I always feel really confident in like a unicorn model, a fair value gap overlapping a breaker after a session high or low has been taken or a previous day high or low, something like that. So that's why I was pretty confident in the last long that I took. It was a unicorn bullish breaker, took out Asia low, fair value gap overlapping this high. You know, I thought we were going to be sitting pretty in TP very quickly when we got picked up on the wick here, and then immediately got this reaction and closed bullish on the next candle. I thought we were going to be sitting pretty. I really did. Then we came lower one more time for the Asia low on ES. So yeah, I would say unicorn. I like unicorn setups. I like it because usually they're usually fast and you don't have to bear a lot of drawdown most of the time. I like BPRs too. Like this is a BPR. Honestly, my least favorite entry a lot of the times is an inversion. All right, I did just get picked up on this. Last trade of the morning, boys and girls. Let's see if it pays off for me or if it was a big fat fucking mistake. Take it in. Why you always get mad at me? I feel like you get mad at me with every trade I take. Every trade I take, I feel like you get mad at me. Oh, thanks, Taken. I agree, Darren. The 50% of the wick needs to hold. I agree 100%. I would say if I'm wrong here, then target's probably previous day low, 779. I've been longing for these equal highs all morning and London high. So we'll see. Yeah, if it's previous day low, I'm just totally wrong and it's just going to be an ugly day for me. But if I'm right, I'll come away green. After all this. This would be, yes, 2.3R. Does 9 a.m. Of course, Bill. I would say so. Your stop is above current new day opening gap, which is likely draw, dude. Sick, bro. I'll get stopped out then. I'll get stopped out and I'll get up from my desk and leave. After I crash out, of course.
Oh my gosh, there he is. Ain't it terrible though? You do that and it's like now you gotta buy a new computer too. You lost some trades and now you gotta buy a new computer. Oh fuck. The worst. Double stop loss. You've done that before? I've aggressively slammed my laptop shut before. I've never actually punched a hole through it. I've wanted to. Broke your monitor? That is wild. Maybe if it was like, maybe if you actually have a picture of it, that's funny. Yeah, send a picture. I want to see that. Maybe if it was like an old laptop that you're like, you already were wanting to get a new one anyway. Yeah, that would be tough. Ugly today? Yeah. I mean, I think it's ugly, especially if this trade fails. It's just like, bro, we're just ripping through all of these PD rays back and forth, and it's just not pretty. What monitor size is good for trading? I don't know if there's a size that's bad. I would say bigger the better. You know, like when girls tell you size doesn't matter. You know, like when girls say, "No, babe, yours is perfect. The big ones hurt." Doesn't really apply to trading monitors. You'll never be mad that you have too much space on your screen. Does that make sense? You would only maybe be mad if you didn't have enough. So, but yeah, 28 works fine. I have two, I think these are 28s. Yeah, two 28s, and then I have a 32-inch mounted vertically. She's lying to you. Oh. Tyler, your daily bias long?
Yes. Yup, this is my third long attempt. So, yeah, I'll have to call it a day though if it loses. I mean, I'll be calling it a day even if it wins, but or break even. Regardless, this is my last trade of the morning, but I won't be trading it all the rest of the day if it loses. I'll take my fucking minus 1700 or whatever it ends up being, and you know, moving on, living to trade another day. So, but logically, what I'm waiting for in my head here, or kind of what I'm anticipating, would potentially be, you know, if we can flip this hourly candle, it's 11:30 right now. If the hourly candle can flip back bullish, then I would like to probably consider reducing risk and maybe going break even, because I would like to see that the 11 a.m. candle stay bullish and distribute higher. So that'd be the idea. See if we get it. I at least would like to move my stop up to this new low. Which I could maybe consider doing now that we've got this close. Yeah, I think I will. So we'll see. Stop is reduced from 33 to 22 points now. We, for the moment, held 50% of the wick, held this order block. I'd like to see us keep finding support now. This is the power of 3 indicator. This is the Pro Plus version. I will be honest with you. Totally transparent here. They gave me this bundle for free. They reached out, gave me the bundle for free, but I do like it. I like the higher time frame power of 3 Pro Plus. Say that 5 times fast. The session stat map, the daily stat map, like all good tools. And if you do use code Tyler when you buy them, you will save 20%. Do you need them? No. Are they nice if you want to pay for them? Yeah. But yeah, that's what that is. You know what? I'll be happy if it hits my trailing stop too. Yeah. I mean, if this shit don't hold and we go lower, I'm fine with reducing the risk here and then just being done. Because this price action is just not gonna do it for me. Hence why I'll be 0-3 if that happens. You know. Let's see if we can get back to the opening price of the hour though. I like that for maybe just taking the risk off the table at that point. Bro, it's free on TradingView. Yeah, there is a higher time frame one that's free, like the Power of 3. It just gives you one. The Pro Plus gives you multiple candles. So it has a couple other features, but then if you get like the Elite bundle, like the open high here, let's do the stat map. Put this on. Where is it? Small. My position. Here we go. I thought I changed this, but. Oh, this is the full day. Hang on. Hang on. Let's actually turn that back. There we go. And let's go to the session stat map. Yeah, so based on what I have on New York session, yeah. So here's our origin of New York session. We traded down below the manipulation level, quite a bit below it, unfortunately, for the session. So we would look to see trade back to the opposing manipulation level, which will be taking profit before that here on the session stat map. Let me check the open, high, low, close. Yeah. It actually is conflicting. It's conflicting on the daily. We actually already traded up to the daily manipulation level. We'll just pretend we didn't see that, huh? But all these indicators, like, again, you don't need them. You do not need them. And I would never ever advise anybody takes a trade off of just an indicator alone. Like, you got to have other context and narrative with it. And if it adds an extra confluence, it adds an extra confluence. But that's what they're for. They're just extra qualifiers. They're not actual, they're not reasons to take trade. Are you a profitable trader? Not today, so far. Not today, so far. Hopefully we can change that. Overall, yes. Today, no. Yet. Maybe I still will be. I'm in this long. Let's see how it works out. You're welcome, Adam. You've got to bump it up, don't you know? Bump it up. You've got to bump it up, don't you know? Bump it up. You've got to bump it up, don't you know? Bump it up. You've got to bump it up, don't you know? Bump it up. Come on, fucker. Do something. Oh. Do I trade any other pair? Nah. Go break even, bro. I mean, I am hating this price action. I might just close it and call it. I was wanting to see this hourly opening price get traded back to before going break even. I'm trying to hold off as best I can for it. I am getting a little impatient, but Niga goes, everything is saying short, but I don't care. I see the longs. Hell yeah. Second trade today, third trade today, actually. 3 times the charm. Or something like that. Whatever they say. Don't you know, bump it up. You've got to bump it up. Don't you know, bump it up. You've got to bump it up. Don't you know, bump it up. You've got to bump it up. Don't you know, bump it up. Come on.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
denominator. Keep it up for me. See how we roll. How the money comes in. The parade comes to town. Going down Broadway is a one-way street. Whichever way I go.
You know what I mean? That's what we needed. I think. I hope. Yes, Kika. All right, boys. I'm getting restless. I'm going break even now. I'm protecting the trade now. A little early before the hourly opening price, but what's a guy do? You'll be fucking stroking and you'll be thinking about money. You'll be fucking stroking and you'll be thinking about money. Ah, what a great movie. What a great movie. Don't get scared now. I mean, it's not really, I'm not scared. It's like, how long do I want to see it hold, like just sit here and, you know what I mean? Like, if the move's not going to play out, it's not going to play out. Like, get me the fuck out of here. Let me go move on with my day. You know? You need an account? Me too. Especially after today. No, I'm just kidding. JK. Mad Buyer, put your name to good use, bro. So true. Yeah, Mad Buyer. Buy those accounts, would you? How much buffer you make before first payout? Enrico, what I always suggest is when you build up a when you, like, let's say it's your first payout on the account, I'm a big advocate for, as soon as you qualify for a payout, let's say you're like $1,000 or whatever above your buffer or whatever, or even $500. It doesn't really matter what it is. If you can take that first payout, recoup your costs for the accounts, you know, if you paid an activation fee, the cost of the evaluation, etc. Like, if you can recoup that, even if the payout is small, $500, $600, $700, I always advocate for doing that because then you're green on the account regardless, even if you blow it. Right? So prop trading, you got to think of it money in, money out like a business, right? You have to, you know, if you want to get green on the account and then from there, it's all bets are off. You know what I mean? You have nothing to lose then. You could blow the account and it's not a big deal, you know? But if you can recoup losses, the costs for those accounts, anything above that is, you know, pure profit. So that's where you want to get to. And then from there, it's really up to you. There's no right or wrong. Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. I mean, this shit is so boring. You're welcome, Enrico. Flip to short? No. No, if I can stop that break even, I'll just get out and be done for the morning. Looking like a strong probability that I might get a break even stop here. Not really, JT. Not after today. Was up like a few grand. Currently I'm down like $1,000 on the day. But I was risking pretty light over the last couple of weeks too, because I felt like I was having a hard time kind of reading things, and you know, it was just kind of trickier a little bit. So I was sized down trading micros, like literally 3, 4, 5 micros as well. So I haven't been like in a hurry. All right, there's our opening price of the 11 a.m. candle. This is the last 15 minutes of this hour. We'll see. We'll see if we can deliver us from evil. Ain't it crazy though? It's like you're just like, oh, I'm probably gonna get stopped at break even here. Nope, turns around. It's just funny how that works. Never been this frustrated. It happens. It happens. Just don't blow up. Don't blow up, and like, you know, taking some L's is one thing, but you know, when it's not playing out for you, you're not seeing it right or whatever, it's, you know, just move on. There's always going to be another day. You know, like even if I get stopped, you know, a little bit in profit on the rest of this, yeah, I'll be down right around $1,000 for the day, across my account or per account. But like all I need is one winning trade tomorrow or the next day, and I'm green again. So, you know, not a big deal. We will go fight, win. Hey. I think my favorite part about the end of that is he like, as he's like leaving, I think he was waving to the crowd, but as he's like coming off the stage, it looks like he's doing a Hitler salute. Or is that just me? I agree, Jacob. I agree. He's probably in him. That's just the sad part. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way.
Thanks, Jacob. Appreciate it, man. I'm just trying to serenade you. Yeah, ES will beat NQ to the punch for sure. As you guys can see, I moved my target down to the 10 a.m. high. I'm just like, which we already talked about, like low-hanging fruit targets kind of being the theme this week for take profits. And given the range we've gotten today, it's definitely ringing true. Consistency rules, just trade consistency, Emperor. You know, but that's why you also don't need to like risk way too much. You know, you don't need to go crazy. Like, there's not really a point in risking a fuck ton, right? Because, right, you want to meet the consistency rule. Your payout caps are what they are, so it's not really you want to get to your profit target, but there's not really a point in like overshooting that too much, in my opinion. Well, we'll see anyway. Yeah, stop has moved. I'm like 4 points in profit on my stop. Kind of hovering around the 11 a.m. opening price right now. What we really need is this 15-minute candle in the next 7 minutes to just give us a God candle like this. You know? That'd be cool. Don't you guys think that'd be cool? I think that'd be cool. Lost your eval today? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Yasser. Well, MT, that's actually, you guys know the song that I play at the end of streams. That's me singing it. Don't you know? Tyler Trade sits at his desk, coffee in hand. The NASDAQ charts on his screen. He's in command. He's a day trader. No, not really. No, not really. Well, the max payout technically is $25,000. Once you get through like your first, is it 4 or 5 payouts? You can get a payout of up to 25K. That's if you're not moved to live already, though. And then obviously, if you get moved to live, then it's, you know, that's all your profit. And you can take daily payouts, basically as much as you want, really. So. Otherwise, it's like for the 150Ks, it's 3K, 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 then 3,500. And then after, I think it's payout 5, that's 25K. If you're not already moved to live. Did I have any problem with payouts? What do you mean? With Tradeify, I have not taken my payouts from Tradeify. Haven't gotten there yet. We're working on it. We're working on it, Coney. We're working on it. Currently in progress. I didn't start trading with Tradeify until May. Like mid-May. Early May. Yeah, and I feel like May and June, I don't know. I haven't been kicking ass and taking names in May and June. I just haven't been. It's been like, I feel like I'm treading water almost. What's up, Sean? This is my third trade. All my trades have been long attempts. Unfortunately, I am 0-2 so far. Break even on this one, and seeing if we can get some delivery here to some highs. If this hits, I'll be green on the day, despite taking those 2 losses. But with each new high that we trade through, I may start trailing as well, just to start locking some profit in. Start making up for the L's I took earlier. So trail that up now. Like I said, wanted to see this 11 a.m. candle flip green and stay bullish. We got end of the hour coming in 3 minutes. Yeah, the song is AI. Well, in May, I was like, at the end of May, the beginning of May was good. Wait. Yeah, the beginning of May was good. And then the end of May, I was like, bro, I'll be getting left. For those of you guys that were watching me, like, you guys saw me get left behind on so many fucking trades. It was insane, actually. That was, like, so frustrating. It really was. I was getting left behind a lot. My limit orders being left by, like, a couple of points. I don't know. It was tough. So, like, directionally, I feel like I was, like, on point most of the time, but I was getting left behind a lot. Left behind quite a bit in May. And then June, well, yeah, I mean, yeah, in June, well, May and in June, you know, if you were trying to get short ever, it was like the shorts were very short-lived, and it was just perma-bullish, to be honest. We are SMTing this high, obviously, with ES right now, boys and girls. I just thought I'd point that out. Hopefully it can fail. Otherwise, stop is trailed a little bit into profit here. New hourly candle in 2 minutes. I do use TradingView, yeah. I execute on the leader on TradingView, and then I have Replicanto and NinjaTrader in the background, and it copy trades. So it's copying right now. Currently up 650 bucks per account right now on this trade. Yeah, we're up, I'm up 34 points right now. 35, here we go. Come on, baby. New hour coming in a minute. I want to trail more. I kind of feel like we could maybe pull back into this, but I guess we'll leave it where it is for now. You can use Ivan. You can use either Tradeovate or Replicanto. I have a video about Replicanto and Tradeovate, actually, how to copy trade. I have a video on how to do both. On my YouTube. All right, new hour. We do have SMT.
I'm leaving this open because we could maybe pull down into here. So I'm leaving this, but as we continue to trade through highs, I would like to keep trailing. Should start a beef with Patrick Whelan. That'd be fun. He hates Tradeify right now, by the way. Well, of course he does, because they, you know, they're not. He's not affiliated with them anymore. Well, I can't even beef with him really because he blocked me on X. He blocked me already. I literally said one thing to the guy and he blocked me. What a pussy. Yes, I do, Benji. I go over all of that, yes. Listen, I don't want to brag, but that's a good video. It's a great resource for anybody that has questions on how to use it. It's fantastic. Really outdid myself. Is he live? Is Patrick live right now? I'm going to trail, if we can trade back above this high here. I'm going to start trailing below these lows here. Just to keep locking it in. I'll trail it now. Trailing to 903. Just traded above this recent high. 11 a.m. hourly high. Close vicinity 915. Jesus Christ. You guys hear that? Someone's lighting fireworks off. Sounds like it's like right outside my fucking window. Either that or there's a drive-by shooting happening. Oh yeah, the lawsuit came out over the weekend, didn't it? With Top Step and Patrick Whelan. Crazy. We'll see how that all shakes out. I'm curious to see how it works, but that could be not good for him. What an idiot though. If they actually paid him money to just not talk shit about him, and then he just said fuck you and did it anyway. I mean, what a retard. Like what the fuck? Imagine a company giving you like 300 grand just to not talk shit about them, and then you just go and talk shit about them. I mean, what the fuck? It's a nothing burger. We'll see. I guess it depends if he signed like a contract, like really explicitly saying that, you know, like if he's in clear breach of a contract he signed and he accepted money from them. I mean, I'm sure there'll be a settlement involved at some point. Like it won't be the full amount that he's being sued for by any means, but still. All you got to do is just keep your mouth shut, dude. I mean, you don't got, I mean, but that's the problem. Like his entire brand is about just beefing with people. His whole marketing tactic is drama. Not value, drama. So it is what it is, I guess. What's up, Callie? Yeah, I might get trailed out in profit here. I'm trailed up to 903.5. Seeing ES kind of trade below these recent lows here. NQ is holding strong. Hopefully that continues. We'll see if we can get some more out of this move. Just trailing as we go here to lock in. See if we can get it back to the 10 a.m. high. We just took out this high again. Come on, keep her going, buddy, old pal. Keep pushing. You can do it. You can do it. Get that old ass of yours in the end zone. We got to win this thing. Come on. Oh, come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. New York midnight right here at this high. We'll go ahead and trail it up to 905. Those 2 points really matter. There it is. All right, guys. Stopped in profit on that. Dang, hit midnight like a brick wall. So I'm still down on the day. I'm down 587 roughly per account. Needed basically this whole move in order to be green on the day, so we'll see if that target gets delivered or not. Just wanted to lock in something there. So two L's for me today, one partial win. I mean, I'll take the partial win, I guess, but could be worse. Could be worse. But yeah, definitely a tougher, I mean, for me, I'll speak for myself at least, definitely a tougher day. There was definitely logic in the, you know, Asia low being traded to when I was initially looking to be long from the pre-market lows. So that was fine, just truly offside there. And then obviously the next long that I took after Asia lows, I thought it was a good trade, honestly. I liked it a lot. You know, we had the SMT with Asia low with ES at the time. Of course, ES makes another drive lower for the Asia low, taking it out, taking out the SMT, and then we, you know, get another reaction to the upside. So we played the longs there. Off of the BPR, order block, and 10 a.m. hourly wick. So if you are still holding the trade, good luck. I still like the target, which is all these relative equal highs up here, and maybe London. You can see, I mean, just look at this is the 3 minute. We're getting, it's middle of lunch right now too, so we'll see. But yeah, man, I probably gonna call it there for the morning, and then I'll just take a peek at it and see where we're at in the PM session. But I gotta go and get some shit done and go to the gym and all that fun stuff. But hope you guys did well today. If you're green, congrats. If you're red, you know, don't make it worse. I guess is the right way to put that. But definitely a trickier day. So if you are red, don't dwell on it too much. Tomorrow's another day. Live to trade another day, right, chat? Come on. But hey, guys, like the stream before you go. And as always, use code Tyler at your firm of choice. Only if you want to save money, unless you want to pay full price. If you want to pay full price, just forget I said that. Otherwise, guys, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. I'll be back live tomorrow. We have FOMC meeting minutes in the afternoon. So I'll be back live tomorrow morning. We'll see what kind of price action tomorrow morning brings. And we'll just take this one day at a time, boys and girls. Try to navigate this dry week to the best of our God-given abilities, guys. Hey, 007's in the chat. Enjoy your Tuesday, boys and girls. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, everybody.
Our trade sits at his desk, coffee in hand. The NASDAQ charts on his screen, he's in command. He's a day trader, chasing dollars and dreams. Using ICT concepts, he's got some tricks up his sleeves. From Fibonacci retracement to volume spread analysis, Tyler knows the smart money, he's gaining an advantage. He watches the market like a hawk in the sky. With every tick and every turn, he's catching the high. Running with the smart money, kicking up dust. Tyler trades a day trader you can trust. Dancing with the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks, he's a millionaire. Dancing with the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks, he's a millionaire.